Hi, my love tribe. In this video, I want to talk about the kindness being taken advantages, about its karma, affection, and healing for both victim and the offenders. We easily understand that a person being taken advantages when he or she is greedy in something, even though we know that, but we also do not agree the deceived action, because it also leads to very bad affections on many people's lives and many aspects. And how about when someone takes advantages from those who with kind heart support them? Even those these offenders kill their benefactor or supporter, or sexually abusing the kind person. It's not just about hurting the kind person or stop their life. It's about destroying the faith in goodness. It makes people become more skeptical, daring to give help. As a result, the social morality will gradually decline. The more people daring to give help, the less people receive kindness from others, and there are more hopeless people, more resentment people, more crime, and social become instability. The effect is vastly. One bad deed may lead to a decline in social morality. You see, the karma, the realistic affection from a bad deed. So, based on the law of cause and effect, the person who caused this effect has to be responsible for the negative affection. According to my thought, this person will endure the karma of not getting any help and support from others in his or her late current life, or even in many next lives, because people may have skeptical tendency toward this person. Second, this person is also going to get the direct karma of deceiving his supporter. About the victim with kind heart, why do they suffer from this kind of situation? First, if the situation is a consequence, so maybe he or she deceived others in the past or in past life. With likely situation, if the situation is a cause, then it should be a lesson for him or her to learn. Improve the awareness to avoid being deceived, or enhance energy level to improve the intuition. So, the victim may be the offender in the past. Per my experience and observe in my life until now, the consequence will be less serious affection if it happens right after the cause in short time. The longer period of the consequence happens after the causing, maybe the more serious and healed affection will be. It's like a seed grows up to a tree with full of fruit. Of course, only if the seed was well cared with sunlight, water, and fertilized. Then, how can stop the growing condition of the negative seed to grow up to be a negative tree? Stop repeating the same bad deed. Practice repentance. Aware what we've done and its affection. Compensate for the mistake and its effects. Accept the outcome or consequences that we may have to face for what we have done, without resentment. Then, maybe, after all, we won't suffer severe chain consequences like the butterfly effects. Remember, the compensation should be corresponding to the effects of the mistakes. And if the victim suffers, the situation is a cause. Then when he or she is careless in giving their kindness, it's likely contribute to strengthening the beliefs of offender's action. And the victim is self-hurt because of believing in the wrong person. Why they need to learn the lesson? As my opinion, it is for isolating the offender of the offender's future consequences. At the same time, the victim will become wiser and more developed in awareness and intuition. In adverse, the victim may become another offender through the law of cause and effect. He or she could be drawn into the cycle of samsara of similar situation until he or she recognizes and ending it as mentioned above. Therefore, no matter what you are victim or offender, the lesson in the law of cause and effect that we can learn and apply in a positive way is expanding love and forgiveness. It's the only way to get rid of the cycle of samsara of negative karma. Remember that you need to learn the lesson that you need to learn from the case to get out of the situation. Otherwise, you might be in risk of suffering from the same situation again and again, and maybe more serious. I tell you, I prayed for being a wise person when I was young, to get rid of the bad things, to recognize the good and the bad, and not because of kindness, but unintentionally do bad deed. My prayer is operated per the law of cause and effect as well. If you want to understand or improve your awareness, you need to learn. And if you want to truly learn, you need to experience. Yes, by the time I begin my awakening, I realized that all the unhappiness I went through was for me to learn the lesson of wisdom that I prayed for years earlier. So I realized because of my activeness of learning the karma law, the cause and effects happening in my life are quite interconnected, and I realized it easy without imagining the cause in the past life or the effect in next life. I think it may be my subconscious mind operate to find and connect the events or information for my praying purpose. When all the information is enough to reveal the truth, then the right conclusion is provided, and all the picture of the truth come out. We will aware the essence of truth. Then I detected that it's not only me, but lots of people around me have similar or somewhat likely experiences. But they didn't realize because they didn't do self-observe or take time to learn their own life's karma. That's why they are caught up in that vicious cycle, suffering endlessly. I feel so lucky of aware my own life's happening. It helps me less hearted or heartbroken, less blaming, paying more attention to see things as they really are. You choose to be active in building your own life, or you choose to be passively guided by karma, manipulated by negative emotion, or influenced by your ego. No matter what you choose, you get what you give. Life is fair. The law of cause and effect are the most heartless, but also the most gracious. So, what does praying bring us if the cause and effect are unavoidable? For me, in my opinion, praying is for having true faith, and true faith is for wisdom and the brave to face our mistakes, relax in receiving the karma without resentment, and be wisely in compensating negative karma correspondingly to reduce the level of karma effects and ending the negative karma cycle. Okay, this talk stops here. I hope you will get the useful information from this talking. So if you like the content, please subscribe and follow my next video. Bye bye.